Well, Crisp County has a new football coach this fall. Miguel Patrick replaces Brad Harbor, who left after several seasons there. Patrick previously served as head coach at Cedar Grove. He sat down with our Bill Shanks recently in the Coach's Corner.
They love their football in Cordele. Crisp County has been a great football program, and they've got a new head coach this year, Miguel Patrick, coming in after 14 years at Cedar Grove, the last 2 as the head coach. All right, Coach Patrick, this is an interesting story now because 2 years ago, you won the state championship by beating Crisp County, and then last year they knocked your team out of the playoffs, and now you're the head coach there with the Cougars. That's an unusual story, obviously, but what led you to come to Cordele and to take over as the head coach at Crisp County?
Well, it is an amazing story, and I'm just as surprised as anybody that I even made the move, but I felt it was the right move. Everything felt right about the community, about the administration here. The guys that I was coming to coach. Everything just felt right about the move, and I had done my time at Cedar Grove and paid my dues there as an assistant all the way to a coordinator to the head coach. And it was just time for me to move on. I love everything that I accomplished there, but it's just time to take on a new challenge. So that's what I'm doing here.
Now, a lot of times when you take over a program, and I know we're going to get the specifics of what you've got to do for this year's team in our next report, but a lot of times when someone takes over a program, it's because the program has been losing. This one's been winning. So regardless of how many starters you got coming back, Coach, those expectations have been built up the last few years in Cordele, haven't they?
Yeah, definitely. They, like you said, we played them in the state championship in 2019, and then we lost to them last year. They've been very successful. The senior class that just graduated, they were awesome. They had dynamite players, Division I players all over the board. And, I'm not here to do a rebuild. I'm here to go to the next level. I'm here to take this program to the next level. And, we've never won a state championship here. And as a head coach, I have 1, but as a coach, I have 3. So my job is to take this program to the next level and get that first state championship.
Could you tell, even being on the opposing sideline, how rabid the fans are there in Crisp County with their Cougars?
Oh, that's one thing that drew me to this job. Even going all the way back to that 2019 state championship game, they packed out Georgia State Stadium.
Yeah.
And it was amazing to see the following and the backing of the fans here, man. So, and since I've been here, they've all been amazing and been very supportive. So, yeah, that's definitely one thing that drew me to the job.
It's going to be a tough chore for Coach Patrick as he's got a lot of starters from last year's very good team to replace. We'll talk about that and what to look for Crisp County in our next report. Miguel Patrick is in his first season as the head coach at Crisp County. The Cougars coming off a very strong season last year, 11-2. A lot of success the last few years, Coach, but you have a lot of work to do. You have 2 starters back on offense, and really you lost all 11 starters on the defense with 2 players who had significant experience. So you tell us in your first report now that you're not coming in here to rebuild. You want to keep it going. First-year head coach always had a lot of learning to do. You've got a lot of players to learn, obviously, but you've got a lot of decisions to make on who's going to be able to win some jobs for you, don't you?
Yeah, definitely. Coming in, I didn't know much about each of the players that I was inheriting. They hadn't had a lot of playing time. The biggest thing that we did when we came in is we started everybody on the same level, and we made it competitions. Every day we did something with competition every day. It made everybody compete and let everybody know, like, jobs are up for grabs. We don't care who they had penciled in to start from last year, and that anybody can come in and take any job at any time. So, we got a great group of kids. And if you know anything about Cordele, about Crisp County, there's always athletes here. So that we are never going to lack for athletes and lack for players. That's always been here. If you go all the way back to their 2016 team, with Big Cat Bryant and Walker that's starting at Georgia now, they've always had big time talent here. So we just want to, with this young team, we just want to keep it going and take it to the next level. Now we're going to be very young, but we got a lot of talent here.
And success breeds success. I mean, these young kids who were not starting last year, maybe not even getting snaps, they saw a lot of players get a lot of good playing time and playing a lot of big games. Can you tell that's helped as those kids prepare to take over a larger responsibility on your team?
Well, the part of that is it can help because they were there, but unless they took some snaps, it doesn't help much. I mean, you cannot replace experience. So that's going to be the biggest thing for us this year. Like I said before, you can see upwards of 10 to 15 sophomores starting. Wow. You're going to see a few freshmen starting. We're a very young team, like I said before. But again, very talented, and you'll see it. You'll see us make great plays, and you'll see us make some young player mistakes. And we're going to take our lumps this year, but I think people will be very surprised that the talent level is not going to drop off much.
You're going to be coaching and teaching, I feel like you are, with all those, especially defensive players. You only allowed 7 points per game last year on that defense. That's going to be hard to do it again. Coach, your first game against Tift County on August the 20th, and you're in that tough Region 2 AAA. Hey, welcome to Middle Georgia. We appreciate your time. Good luck to you this year.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.